You've probably clicked on this video because you are new to sports betting, or maybe you're even making one of these mistakes. Welcome. I am Andrew, aka Chalk Ninja, and I've been in this industry for a long time. And in this video, I want to break down 5 of the most common mistakes sports bettors actually make. And if you're new, great. I want you to avoid these 5 things. Actually, let's make it 6 because I'm going to lead off with this. If you think you are going to make a ton of money doing this right off the bat, you are not. There is a teeny tiny percentage of sports bettors that actually make money with their bets over time, and it basically has nothing to do with how well they know ball. So you need to go into this understanding that you are going to lose some bets. You're going to win some, but you're going to lose some. And if you can accept that, great. If you want this to be a bit of entertainment while you watch the Rockies and Marlins on a Thursday at Coors Field, good. And if you're still watching, even better, because here are 5 more mistakes sports bettors make. Let's get into it. The first mistake I want to point out may not be a popular one, but it's parlay betting. The sportsbook absolutely 100% wants you to bet parlays because it's free money. It is a donation to the Church of Gambler. Why do you think they have their own parlay slips and single game parlays recommended to you on their main page for just about every game? And look, I get it. I know why people bet parlays, and I know I sound like a big old wet blanket, but you are throwing your money away when you're building those 10-leg absurd payout parlays. It always looks so good. And hey, I put the odd parlay together as well. I too am guilty of it. I'm guilty of all these mistakes, but don't say I didn't warn you. Treat it like a lottery ticket. You buy in for a couple bucks and know it isn't going to hit, but what if? And another thing, don't think you're going to beat the book by putting together the parlay slip with those heavy chalky faves either. You know, the minus 600, minus 400, minus 750, minus 800 parlay, thinking to yourself that it's a better payout than I thought, or what could go wrong? It's just not a winning strategy long term. You might get away with it once or twice, but it'll come back to get you. Just don't do it. Poor bankroll management. Look, there are many different things that fit underneath this category, but bankroll management is massive. And when I say bankroll management, what I mean is the need to be really, really financially responsible. Sports betting can be a slippery slope, so you need to be careful with your money. So you need to practice things like setting a consistent bet size. The golden rule is to use about 3 to 5% of your bankroll and then establish that as your unit size or your bet size. Thinking of that as the typical amount that you'd wager per event. Maybe it's $5, maybe it's 20, maybe it's 100. Heck, I don't know your financial situation. Only you have the answer to that. But whatever you are comfortable with, you should then establish as your bet size, or at the very least, a strategy that remains consistent. And another thing that can fall under this umbrella is letting your emotions get the better of you. Don't fall into traps like chasing your losses and getting really erratic and irresponsible with your money. One of the biggest mistakes out there, especially to newcomers, is only having one sportsbook. And you'll see this piece of advice a lot as you continue along with your sports betting journey. Well, why is it important? Well, when you have accounts across multiple sportsbooks, you are giving yourself the best opportunity at getting the best price on a bet you want to make. And for the sake of comparison, let's say you're in the market for a big purchase, a TV, a new laptop, whatever. You are probably going to do a bit of due diligence, right? You're going to be comparing prices and you are going to settle on the best option for your bottom line, right? Well, this is why having accounts across multiple sports books is so important. You are shopping for the best price. And you may say, yeah, but I'm only betting $5 a game. But over time, no matter how much you are betting, you're going to start seeing some differences. Another popular trapping is leaning on bad or even just straight up irrelevant information that's being passed along as integral to making your bet. Trends are going to be the most popular one here. And hey, I love a neat little trend, but it basically starts and ends there as an interesting factoid. I'm not going to go out and make a bet purely because the Indianapolis Colts are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games when traveling across 2 time zones and playing outdoors in temperatures of at least 75 degrees the day after a micro full moon when tabbed as a dog of between 1.5 or 3 points. I just won't do it. Not again. But seriously, you get what I'm saying, right? What's happened in the past has little to no bearing on what will happen tonight. And on that note, don't fall for recency bias either. The betting public loves to hammer a team coming off a big win the week before. Those teams are often so bloated and so overvalued because of that recency bias. The last one is just going out and blindly putting trust in a pick service. These are more often than not scammers. Look, you're online. You can see exactly how this space is inundated with people on X or on Instagram or on TikTok selling picks. It is generally not a good idea to go ahead and pay for those services. There are certainly good ones out there, but it is a small percentage compared to what you're going to see online. There are some warning signs you can look for. People posting images or videos of themselves, flashing a stack of cash, for example, or people that make sports betting look easy. Honestly, avoid all that noise. But maybe some people out there just don't have the time on their hands to go through a busy NFL board or a jam-packed Wednesday night NBA slate. And if you do want to subscribe to a pick service, just make sure you're doing your homework on that front. For example, we are partnered up with the likes of Doc Sports and WonderDog Pick Service on oddshark.com. And you can check out reviews and read up on their reputation in the description below. But just understand what you're getting into. Okay, so what now? Well, if you still need to sign up to a sports book or more, you can read our reviews or watch our video reviews for all of the regulated sports books in America. And if you have any other tips, drop them in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going so we can all help each other out. And if I helped you, hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if this is your first time coming across OddsShark. Thank you so much for watching and good luck with those bets.